Hi everybody, my name is Josh and today I'm going to be recreating Jackson Pollock's One with my own color and style of painting. This is basically, Jackson Pollock's One had used a lot of very fluid paints so that he could make nice drips and splatters, and it was his style of painting for this particular era of his life was coined action painting. So this was probably the only style of painting that I myself was going to be able to do. I'm not very artistic, and I can't draw. I'm just not a very artistic person. I think that this style is going to be my best option at recreating something. With that said, down here I have the two canvases that I'm going to work with, and I'm going to basically just do the same motions that he had done and see what I come up with. Okay. Now, a little bit of a backstory to why I really wanted to create something myself rather than using a computer program or something to enhance a photo of somebody else's work. I wanted to create my own piece, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do that was because about 8 years ago, my wife and I had purchased a house, our first house, and it was what somebody had told us, it was a diamond in the rough. And so we felt compelled to just jump on it and buy it. And it was a big house, and after we moved in, we both basically sat down and we said, wow, this place is a dump. It needs a lot of work. And so for 8 years, we basically put our heart and soul into this house. And inside and out, we did all this work, and it really consumed us. Nights, weekends, and we didn't do anything else aside from this house. And then 8 years later, when we finished it, we had actually decided to buy another house, and we moved about 2 hours away. And that first house was really, there was something to be said about all the work that we had put in. What we had done. We had painted the exterior of the house, and that's really my masterpiece, was painting the exterior of the house. And it took a lot of work, and it took me actually 2 years to paint. And it was at a time when a lot of people were, siding homes and doing things to not really bring the homes back to life. And we really felt compelled to bring the house back to life. And so we didn't put vinyl siding, and there was a lot of things that we didn't do, which we kind of kept the house to its natural state of when it was built back in the 1890s. And attached to my work, I also sent before and after photos of that house, of the exterior of the house, just so that you can see a little bit of how hard we did work and the product that we came out with. So I wanted to do this painting because we still own the house, but we don't live there, and it's 2 hours away. I wanted something here in our new house that was sort of a memento of that house, that period of time in our life, and how hard we worked, and just something to remember it by. And the Jackson Pollock action painting is really the best way that I really could do that. So I'm going to show you the paints over here. Here we have the fine wine. It's a latex. Fine wine is the color. From Duration is the brand. Here we have an amber color. Next we have what's called a terracotta. And then we had a rookwood green. Now these colors kind of look, obviously they're very different, but they're Victorian style colors. And when you actually see the house, the picture of the house, hopefully you'll agree that they really worked well together. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I think I'm going to start with the amber color, and I'm kind of going to show you how Jackson Pollock started his paintings. Now what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get these a little bit closer to each other, because I want them to be on the wall, and I kind of want them to feed into each other while they're in the wall. And I really only need to create one painting for the class, but I felt like my wife and I don't have much artwork in our new house, so I wanted to put 2 pieces on. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how Jackson Pollock, he really liked to be able to get into his paintings, and he liked to be able to work from all angles of his painting. Okay, and this is basically some of the things that he did. Okay, he liked to work all the way around the painting, and some of the things that he did was he would just kind of drip it, you know, and kind of go in circles. Sometimes he would do these little shakes that would little skinny lines, and then when he would come back and do a big fat line, and he would make sure that he got right into his paintings. And this is how they coined the action painting. And you can see I'm getting it. That's why I have my kill room here, for any of you that watch Dexter. He also, Jackson Pollock actually, when he did these paintings, he didn't really prefer to use brushes, although I'm going to for most of the time, but he actually liked to use sticks. I don't have a paint stick, but he would use, this is a ruler, but he would use the paint sticks that you get normally from like a hardware store today when you're buying paint. One of the things that I learned about Jackson Pollock when he was painting, that he liked to use the real fluid paints. And this latex is a very fluid paint, and the house paint is fluid paint, but not necessarily proper paint for a painting. But these are the colors that I wanted to use, as I said before, so that's that.